Any sound can be a sign of danger. What would happen if a leopard encountered a family of mountain gorillas? Comment 1 and join us in witnessing one of the rarest confrontations in the African jungle. Nestled deep within Africa, the Congo River meanders for nearly 4,700 kilometers, flowing through one of the planet's densest and most mysterious ecosystems. Along both banks of the river, tropical rainforests rise like giant green walls. Beneath the dense canopy, sunlight can barely penetrate the ground. In that dark world, life never ceases. The leopard silently hides beneath the forest canopy. The crocodile lay in ambush beneath the water's surface. Every sound, every movement could signal the start of a chase. Here, every creature must be on alert, because even a single moment of carelessness can turn into a life or death battle. As dawn still blankets the Congo swamps in thick fog, the water's surface is almost completely still. Amidst that tranquil scene, a giant bird stood motionless in the shallow water. That's a shoebill. This unusual bird stands between 3, 6, and 4. 6 feet tall, has a wingspan of nearly 8 feet, and a beak approximately 8 inches long. Its bluish-gray fur and rough appearance make it look like a creature straight out of prehistoric times. Unlike many other birds of prey, the slipper bird does not rely on speed. Its greatest weapon is patience. It can stand still for tens of minutes, even longer, almost without moving. When prey is caught off guard and gets close enough, the slipper bird suddenly swoops down with incredible speed, the enormous beak closed like a steel trap, ending the hunt in an instant. Thanks to this unique tactic, the slipper bird has become one of the most formidable predators of the Congo swamps. But the slipper bird is just one of countless creatures that thrive in this wilderness. Located in the Congo River Basin, the Congo rainforest is one of the world's largest and most mysterious tropical forests. Spanning over 500 million acres, this vast forest stretches across several countries in Central Africa. It occupies approximately 60% of the land area of the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is also one of the most important ecosystems on the planet. The forest stores approximately 30 billion tons of carbon. It plays a huge role in regulating the global climate. Not only is the Congo rainforest famous for its enormous size, but it is also a treasure trove of incredible biodiversity. Scientists have documented more than 10,000 plant species living in this area. Approximately 30% of them are endemic species. They don't appear anywhere else on Earth. Giant trees, vast swamps, and a dense network of rivers and streams have created a habitat for countless species of wildlife. From forest elephants and rare primates to mysterious predators, all these elements contribute to making the Congo rainforest one of Africa's most important wilderness areas, and in the midst of that vast forest, a predator is silently dominating it. In the dense forests of the Congo Basin, the leopard is one of the most fearsome predators. It has a compact body but is incredibly strong. Its strong muscles help it drag prey that weighs more than its own body weight. Leopards are also master climbers. It can easily move up and down high in the trees. It made almost no noise at all. Unlike many other predators that rely on speed, leopards rely on secrecy and the element of surprise. It usually hides in the shadows or among dense bushes, patiently wait for the prey to come closer. When the opportunity arose, it darted out at incredible speed. The attack usually comes from behind. Or unexpectedly from up in the tree. In just a few short seconds, the prey was subdued. After a successful hunt, leopards often drag the carcass of their prey up a tree. This helps it avoid predators like hyenas or other predators that steal its prey. It is this combination of strength, silence, and perfect ambush ability that makes the leopard one of the most effective hunters in the Congo rainforest. If you're also impressed by the leopard's ambush abilities, comment 0 below. However, not all the powerful creatures in Congo are predators. In the mist-shrouded Virunga Mountains, mountain gorillas are symbols of strength and family unity. Male silverbacks can weigh over 330 pounds. Their massive bodies and thick fur help them adapt to the cold climate of the high mountains. Despite their incredible strength, mountain gorillas are primarily herbivores. Their diet consists of young leaves, trunk, and bamboo shoots. They live in close-knit family groups. Each herd is typically led by a mature silverback male. Its job is to protect the entire group from any threats. When danger arises, the male will stand upright, beat your chest repeatedly. They emit loud roars to warn opponents. Most confrontations end immediately after this display of strength, because very few species want to confront an adult gorilla protecting its family. The mountain gorilla's strength is not used for hunting or destruction, but to protect the herd and ensure the safety of the next generation. High up in the trees, another primate species is continuing its life. In the swampy forests of Congo, the Angolan black and white colobus monkey spends almost its entire life in the high treetops. They possess striking black and white plumage. The long tail helps maintain balance when moving between tree branches. A distinctive feature of this species is the near absence of a thumb. This allows them to cling to and move from branch to branch more flexibly. Colobus monkeys primarily feed on leaves, tree bark, and the young shoots are rich in nutrients. They rarely come down to the ground, because down there are always many dangers lurking from predators. When danger is detected, the entire flock will emit loud calls to warn each other. Immediately afterward, they swiftly moved through the treetops with long, precise jumps. Speed and exceptional climbing abilities are the most important survival weapons for this monkey species. Thanks to this, the Angolan black and white colobus monkey has successfully adapted to life in the dense forests of the Congo Basin. If you had to choose, would you prefer the Angolan black and white colobus or the mountain gorilla? Leave the name of your favorite species in the comments. But Congo is also home to an even more extraordinary primate species. Located in the heart of the Congo Basin, Salonga National Park is the largest tropical rainforest national park in Africa. This nature reserve covers an area of approximately 33,500 square kilometers. In 1984, Salonga was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This is home to many rare animal species. The most prominent among them is the bonobo, Bonobo are primates found only in the Democratic Republic of Congo. They are smaller and more slender than chimpanzees. Studies show that bonobos share about 98.7% of their DNA with humans. Bonobo are known for their unique social structure. The bonds between children play a central role in maintaining the stability of the entire group. Instead of frequent conflict, they tend to resolve tensions through cooperation and social bonding behaviors. In addition to their scientific value, bonobos also play an important role in the Congo rainforest ecosystem. During the process of foraging, they disperse seeds to many different areas. This contributes to promoting the natural regeneration of forests. Therefore, bonobos are considered one of the animal species that play an important role in maintaining the health of the Congo ecosystem. While bonobos chose to cooperate, their relatives are known for a different lifestyle, and they are just one part of Congo's rich primate world. Furthermore, in the forests and mountainous regions of Congo, many primate species live and adapt to diverse environmental conditions. Mandrill baboons are one of the largest monkey species in Africa. They live in large communities, sometimes numbering in the dozens or hundreds of individuals. Their solidarity helps them protect each other from threats from predators. In the Rwenzori Mountains, another prominent primate species is the lost monkey. This species of monkey is easily recognizable by its distinctive white beard around its face. Their diet consists mainly of fruits, young leaves, and various types of mushrooms found in the forest. Low-West monkeys typically live in groups and rely heavily on social bonds. Maintaining close group cohesion helps them find food more efficiently and increases their chances of survival in the harsh mountain and forest environment. Above the forest canopy, a colorful creature is emerging. Amidst the lush green forests of Congo, the turako bird stands out with its strikingly vibrant blue plumage. These birds spend most of their time moving among the branches of trees in search of food. The turako's primary food source is forest fruits. During their feeding and movement, they inadvertently disperse seeds to various areas. As a result, turako plays a crucial role in the regeneration and maintenance of the Congo rainforest. However, their lives are not entirely safe. In the skies, the crowned eagle has always been one of the most fearsome predators. With their keen eyesight and powerful dives, these eagles can pose a threat to many forest-dwelling bird species, including the turaco. Nevertheless, turaco continues to play its quiet but incredibly important role in maintaining the vitality of one of the largest forests on the planet. Further into the swamps, larger inhabitants await. Amidst the swamps and dense forests of Congo, many animal species have developed unique traits to adapt to their harsh environment. The Sitatunga antelope is one of the prime examples of adaptation to the swampy environment of Congo. This species of antelope lives primarily in wetlands. They possess long, wide hooves, which allow them to move easily on soft, muddy ground. Their unique, water-resistant coat also helps them adapt well to life in a year-round, humid environment. In addition, the Congo rainforest is also home to African forest elephants. This is a smaller species of elephant than the steppe elephant, but it can still weigh around 4,400 to 11,000 pounds. Wild elephants play an extremely important role in the ecosystem. During their migration and foraging, they disperse seeds over very long distances. As a result, many plant species have the opportunity to expand their growing range and regenerate new forests. Therefore, African forest elephants are often compared to the giant gardener of the Congo rainforest. One of Africa's most fearsome snakes is the black mamba. It can be about 6 to 10 feet long, sometimes even larger. Black mambas don't hunt large prey like lions or hyenas. Its primary food source is birds, rodents, and small animals. But what makes it dangerous is its speed, alertness, and potent venom. When threatened, it can raise its front body, open its characteristic black mouth, and deliver very quick bites. In the wild, mambas don't seek confrontation with larger animals unless forced to. They prefer to avoid danger rather than fight, but if cornered, they can become a formidable opponent that even large predators must be wary of. Honey badgers aren't large, but they're renowned for their tenacity. An adult typically weighs between 20 and 35 pounds. They have thick skin, a sturdy body, strong claws, and an extremely bold nature. Honey badgers have a very diverse diet. They can hunt snakes, insects, rodents, birds, eggs, lizards, and also scavenge on animal carcasses when the opportunity arises. A remarkable characteristic of honey badgers is their ability to withstand many dangerous situations. It can dig, destroy beehives, fight off jackals, small hyenas, or venomous snakes. Of course, it still has to avoid lions, leopards, and packs of hyenas. But in the natural world, the honey badger demonstrates one thing very clearly: size doesn't always determine courage. Next are the silent scavengers of the savanna.
Here comes another one. Here comes another one. Whoa! Jesus.
Vultures are not conventional predators, but they are indispensable to the African ecosystem. They circle in the sky, observing the ground for signs of a fallen animal or a hunt that has just ended. When lions, hyenas, or cheetahs leave their prey, vultures will land. They clean up the remains, helping to prevent the carcass from decomposing for too long and reducing the risk of disease spreading. On the savanna, vultures are like a signal that a story of survival has just ended. But at the same time, they also open a new cycle. What one species leaves behind becomes a source of life for another. Leaving the vulture's skies, we return to the ground. Tanzania is wild. The dry season on the savanna steppe is a brutal period for survival. It forced the lone male lion to take audacious actions when confronting giants weighing nearly a ton, always ready to overwhelm their pursuer. 50 Cape buffalo, a sea of sharp horns, pushed the king to the brink of peril. But in the Great Rift Valley, climbing trees is no longer a last resort. It's a legacy of evolutionary adaptation. And that transformation isn't just about climbing. To survive, these savanna rulers may have had to reshape all their ingrained habits and instincts. Ayasi are the ascetic athletes of the Rift Valley. In this arid land, the average weight of an adult male lion rarely exceeds 375 pounds. Their bodies have almost no excess fat. Every muscle fiber, every movement is designed to adapt to the harsh terrain. The vertical, fractured cliffs force them to develop extremely strong shoulder and neck muscles. To reach the rare springs in the highlands, lions have to drag their entire bodies up steep slopes, 60 degrees. For them, this is no longer a choice, but a necessary biological adaptation because the water in Lake Ayasi is too salty to sustain life for long periods. But in this harsh frontier region, lack of water isn't the only challenge. The greatest threat sometimes comes from another apex predator, humans. Indigenous communities have coexisted with lions for centuries, 40,000 years. They used traditional tools to defend their ancestral territory. The lion is still the king of the savannah. But in Ayasi, that king must compromise to survive. Emerging from the shadows, the lion unexpectedly encountered a small but notoriously tenacious creature, the honey badger. It's only about 1 inches, but in the survival dictionary of the Rift Valley, this is the definition of recklessness. The skin around the honey badger's neck can be as thick as 0.24 inch. Considering its body size, that skin is even tougher and harder to penetrate than the skin of many large animals. But the real secret lies not just in the thickness, but in the loose connective tissue structure beneath the skin. Thanks to this, the honey badger can rotate its body almost completely, 180 degrees right inside its own skin. Even a predator that thinks it has a firm grip on its neck can still be caught off guard by a surprise counterattack. Honey badger teeth are small, but strong enough to pierce a turtle shell. Its foul-smelling glands can disorient enemies, and even destroy their appetite. Furthermore, evolution has even altered the species' nerve receptors, making them more resistant to the venom of many dangerous snakes. It is this resistance to venom that gives rise to this almost irrational aggression. Physically, the honey badger is no match for the lion, but in terms of its fighting spirit, it is a formidable opponent. Therefore, lions usually choose prey that is easier to handle. One of them is the dik-dik, a small antelope weighing only about 6 to 13 pounds. But small doesn't mean easy to catch. Dik-dik runs in a zigzag pattern at explosive speed of approximately 6 miles per hour. Their compact bodies allow them to squeeze through narrow gaps in thorny bushes, which are only about 25 centimeters wide. 8 inches, a place where an adult lion cannot charge in without getting injured. Notably, dik-dik are monogamous. A pair often stays together for a long time and jointly defends a large territory, dos acres. In nature, only a very small percentage of mammal species maintain this type of bonding. If one animal is hunted, the other may experience severe stress, stop eating, and become emaciated after losing its mate. If you were Ayasi the lion, would you choose to confront a reckless honey badger or chase down a tiny but incredibly agile dik-dik? Leave a comment below to let us know your choice. When thorny bushes and rocky crevices make hunting difficult, lions are forced to shift their targets. At first glance, they look like giant guinea pigs basking in the sun on the rocks. But DNA testing and anatomical studies have revealed that guinea pigs are one of the closest living relatives of African elephants. Despite this unusual evolutionary connection, guinea pigs don't possess the massive size or overwhelming strength of elephants. They live by a completely different strategy, utilizing rocks, sunlight, and vigilance. Mice are not as good at regulating their body temperature as many other mammals. To get through those cold nights, it can cost around 50 degrees Fahrenheit in semi-desert regions. They have to bask in the sun every morning to absorb the sun's heat. That heat helps the body function more smoothly and activates the digestive process. But mice never let their guard down. The whole flock doesn't sleep at the same time. There is always a dominant male standing guard on a high point, observing every movement in the valley below. When it detects danger, it immediately emits a warning sound, causing the entire flock to disappear into the crevices of the rocks in an instant. On the sheer cliffs, another prey is moving as silently as a shadow, the klipspringer. This unique way of moving allows them to cling firmly to tiny, rocky outcrops that lions would have difficulty reaching. Weighing only about 2 to 40 pounds, the klipspringer can perform vertical jumps up to a great height, 23 to 26 feet. They also often live in long-term pairs, guarding their territory together on rugged, rocky slopes. From their elevated position, no stealthy movement of lions in the valley below could easily escape their notice. In the Rift Valley, the klipspringer is one of the most difficult prey for lions to hunt. They don't need to run far. They just need to take one leap, and the distance between predator and prey instantly becomes an insurmountable wall of rock. But the klipspringer isn't the only creature with incredible jumping abilities in this land. Nestled among the bushes and gray rocks lies the caracal, a black-eared lynx considered one of the most agile hunters on the African continent. The long ears with their distinctive tuft of black fur are not just for creating a mysterious appearance. More than 20 independent muscle groups allow each ear to rotate almost simultaneously. 180 degrees, acting like two living radars, they pick up tiny sounds, amplify the signals, and help the lynx's brain construct a three-dimensional sound map of its surroundings. Lynxes have slender bodies, with hind legs longer than their front legs, creating a powerful springboard. They can accelerate to speeds of approximately 50 miles per hour, belonging to the fastest group among small African cat breeds. But what makes caracals famous isn't just their speed. The hind leg muscles contain many fast-twitch muscle fibers, allowing them to compress the entire body like a steel spring, and then spring vertically upwards to a height of approximately 10 feet just for a moment. With that leap, the caracal can catch the bird right in midair. That's a hunting skill that lions never possess. Lions dominate with strength, weight, and coordination. Caracals survive with speed, precision, and the ability to explode in the blink of an eye. On the rugged, rocky terrain of the Rift Valley, are you more impressed by the lion's strength or the caracal's hunting skills? Let us know your choice in the comments. Leaving the arid frontier around Lake Eyasi, the lion's journey leads us to a completely different world. Ngorongoro, a geological wonder recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Three million years ago, this place was a massive volcano, perhaps even taller than Kilimanjaro, but after a catastrophic eruption, it collapsed inward, forming a basin approximately the size of 100 square miles. Today, the sheer cliffs surrounding this place act as a natural wall, preserving more than 25,000 large animals in a nearly closed ecosystem. This is one of the places with the highest density of predators in Africa. If Eyasi is a land of scarcity, where lions must climb steep slopes to find water and avoid humans to survive, then Ngorongoro is the Roman arena of Mother Nature. Here, a lion can spot its prey simply by opening its eyes, but in a place where prey is everywhere, the competition is fiercer than ever. The abundance, almost to the point of excess, of food has led to a lack of physical activity. The result is a large and heavy body structure. This resulted in a population with record low levels of genetic diversity, but also forged an aggressive and extreme temperament. Lions are typically nocturnal hunters, but in Ngorongoro, they are warriors of the day. Secrecy becomes unnecessary when you possess absolute power. However, living in a closed community also means intense competition. An area of only about 100 square miles is far too small for one of the world's densest lion populations. And in Ngorongoro, the danger also comes from civil wars over territory. Ngorongoro is also home to the kori thoiger, the heaviest flying bird still in existence in the world. An adult male in Ngorongoro can reach a certain weight, 42 pounds. If they weighed just a few more grams, they would be permanently trapped underground by gravity. They spend up to 70% of their waking time simply walking and foraging for food on the ground. In the cramped Ngorongoro arena, the heavy footsteps of the large animals frighten the grasshoppers, beetles, and lizards hiding in the grass. The kori bird simply follows behind and easily harvests its panicked prey. But the walker's composure completely disappears when the breeding season arrives. The male's neck swells to 4 times its normal size. They transformed into a giant white ball of cotton. In the arena of giants, size and ostentation are sometimes more effective than claws. The Icelandic antelope is one of the largest antelope species in the world, with males weighing nearly 2,000 pounds, but still extremely agile. They have strong leg muscles, allowing them to jump higher, 5 feet without needing to build up momentum. In particular, the eland also has excellent heat tolerance, allowing its body temperature to rise during the day and then release heat at night. helping to conserve water in harsh environments, both strong like a fighter and resilient like a master of survival. The eland is an impressive symbol of Ngorongoro. They hang a bright red leather pouch called a neck pouch around their necks, which amplifies their cries, allowing them to be heard for miles around. That sound is the background music for one of the most romantic rituals of the natural world, the dance of life. Gray-crowned cranes are strictly monogamous. They dance year-round to strengthen their emotional bond. When night falls, Ngorongoro transforms into a high-risk environment. Most other crane species are forced to sleep standing in the water to sense the vibrations of predators. But the gray-crowned crane is the only crane in the world that can perch on trees. Over millions of years, the hind toes have evolved to grow longer and develop a gripping ability. It allows them to cling tightly to the slender acacia branches, completely separated from the jaws of predators lurking beneath the tree, elegant, loyal, and intelligent. They are the uncrowned kings and queens of this land. Unlike their gentle Asian water buffalo relatives found in rice paddies, African wild buffalo have never been domesticated. Their temperament can be described in two words: unpredictable and aggressive. For a lion, biting through this armor is a physically impossible task, but what makes the African buffalo a true nightmare is its incredible memory of revenge and its tendency to retaliate. When a buffalo is attacked, a low-frequency cry for help is immediately emitted. The tactic of mass encirclement and attack was activated. The lion, from hunter to hunted, suddenly became the prey. In this cramped Ngorongoro arena, even the king, one must also respect the wrath of the formidable buffalo. The pygmy flamingo is one of the most extreme creatures in the bird world. They choose to live in places where most other animals would die immediately. The pH level here often exceeds 10. Woo! This alkalinity is nearly equivalent to that of a concentrated ammonia cleaning solution. Their leg skin is extremely thick, tough, and covered with distinctive horny scales. They are completely immune to the corrosive properties of the lake water. Inside the mine were thousands of small horn plates. Pyramids filter their food using small plates called lamellae, which function similarly to the jawbones of whales. Their tongues continuously pump water, trapping microorganisms and spirulina algae. When they first hatch, the chicks are grayish-white, but carotenoids in algae and brine shrimp gradually transform their fur. In the heart of Africa, the Nile River flows carrying the story of life and death. Here, survival is a constant battle, and every creature plays its part. Under the water, predators lurk, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The river, the source of life, is also a harsh battlefield. Every movement matters. Here, life is decided in every second. These predators move skillfully, looking for the slightest opening. But life along the Nile River is not just about predators, but also about resistance. The struggle for survival is incredibly fierce, and only the strongest survive. The Nile River, with its majestic beauty, is also the stage for an endless battle. Nature is an endless cycle, a ceaseless flow of life and death. With a length of over 6,600 kilometers, the Nile River flows through deserts, forests, and ancient cities. In the wild, there are no permanent winners, nor are there any species that are absolutely weak. Each day is a test of instinct, strength, and survival. And the next story may be even more brutal than what you just witnessed. If you want to know who will survive and who will fall, please like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below.